Alright, buckle up, fellas, because today's story is one of those internet rabbit holes where you start off laughing at a meme and end up staring at your monitor like it just whispered. By the way, this gets way worse. You think you're clicking on a funny cringe compilation, and next thing you know, you're 12 tabs deep questioning how this person ever got a platform in the first place.
This right here, this is what a Class A CDL gets you.
Then why would you say that?
Because I wanted to meet you because you're a f***ing meme.
And before we get too far into this beautifully cursed rabbit hole, if you enjoy watching the internet collectively make catastrophic life decisions and then analyzing them like it's a nature documentary, go ahead and hit subscribe. It helps the channel. Not in a we're saving the rainforest kind of way, but it does help me keep making videos where we stare at the screen together and go, why? So if that's your thing, you might as well. Anyways, back to the chaos. So this all centers around Lamar Cruz, also known online as Little Ma. And Lamar is one of those guys who didn't just stumble into internet fame. He tripped, rolled down the stairs, hit every railing on the way down, and somehow landed in people's timelines. Early on, he was mostly known as a meme. Not a beloved meme, not a clever one, more like the kind of meme where people send the video to their friends and say, "You have to see this," and then immediately apologize afterward. Back in the mid-2000s, Lamar tried to launch a rap career. And I'm using the word career the same way people use athlete when they jog once a week. He dropped music that didn't go viral because it was good, but because it was confusing. The internet embraced it ironically, which is already a dangerous thing because ironic attention is like feeding a raccoon. It doesn't make them your friend, it just encourages worse behavior. Instead of realizing he was the punchline, Lamar leaned all the way in. He started branding himself as a star. Tattoos began appearing like side quests, random phrases, cartoon characters, and eventually a face tattoo that just screams, "This was a decision." The confidence was unmatched. The self-awareness was completely absent. Then came the McChicken video, and if you know, you know. If you don't, congratulations on protecting your mental health. This video alone cemented his place in internet folklore because it was one of those clips that transcended cringe and entered the realm of this should be studied. People laughed, people shared it, and Lamar took that attention as proof that he was winning.
Amazing. That was better than any female or male that I've been with, I swear to God. Man. I know y'all gonna call me weird and shit, but I don't care. That was amazing. There's nothing weird about it. I might eat it too. Y'all gotta go watch the video to see if I ate it. Oh yeah. I got nothing else to say.
But here's where things take a turn from goofy to genuinely disturbing. As Lamar gained attention, he became obsessed with proving something. Not talent, not growth, but validation. Specifically, keeping score. He openly talked about tracking his encounters like they were achievements, treating real people as numbers on a list. And that mindset is where everything starts going downhill fast. Because as time went on, his online behavior escalated. He documented meetups, interactions, and situations that made people uncomfortable.
Broke ass niggas calling me an L. Y'all can't just go to a motherfucking ATM, take $60 out your motherfucking bank account to spend on anything, let alone bitch. So y'all need to shut the fuck up. Damn, shorty out here in the middle of nowhere on a fucking dead end at this weird ass looking creepy hotel. Wish me luck. Woo! I did it. I lost my virginity.
Then clips began circulating where Lamar was confronted during meetups that involved underage individuals.
First, I could see what you look like.
Alright.
Alright. Oh, I think that's them in this SUV right here. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's him. I'm about to put this bitch in park. I mean drive. Yo. Huh? Bro, I just wanna know what the f is wrong with you, bro. What the f is wrong with you?
That's fine, you can put me on there.
Yeah, you going on YouTube.
I'm 16, so do it.
You 16? Bro, you're not 16, bro.
Let me show you my license. Get out, bro, get out.
No, ain't nobody getting out of nothing. Huh? What you doing? Okay, what the f is you doing?
I'm just calling the police, let them know you mean a 16-year-old.
What the f?
In multiple instances, he was accused of attempting to meet minors, and in at least one documented case, this led to real legal consequences.
This guy's in the Galaxy Corvette. Lamar and talk about why you're trying to meet a 17-year-old girl? You're trying to meet a 17-year-old girl? You're trying to meet a 17-year-old girl at a park, Mar? That's kind of weird, Mar. That's kind of weird, Mar. What were you doing at the park?
According to public court records, Lamar was arrested and charged in 2019 in connection with an incident involving a minor. He later served time. This wasn't internet rumor or mean lore. This was a real-world consequence for behavior that had crossed every possible line. And that's the moment where the story stops being funny altogether. What makes this case especially unsettling is that none of this came out of nowhere. The warning signs were there for years, scattered across videos, comments, and interactions that people brushed off because he was just a meme. The internet laughed, shared, and moved on until it couldn't anymore. And yet, even after all of that, the story doesn't end. Because somehow, after serving time, Lamar came back online like he'd just taken a brief hiatus. New content, new persona, same energy. This time as a trucker. Same confidence, same flexing, same complete lack of reflection. And that's where things get really uncomfortable, because this isn't a redemption story. It's a loop in what I like to call the nothing was learned phase of the story. Because after all of that, the memes, the notoriety, the arrest, the very real legal consequences, you'd expect some kind of pause, some reflection, maybe even a quiet disappearance from the internet. Nope. Lamar came back like a bad software update you specifically told your phone not to install. Post-release, Lamar decided the solution wasn't accountability, it was a rebrand. Enter trucking. He gets a CDL, starts filming content from inside a semi, and suddenly we're supposed to believe this is a fresh chapter, a clean slate, a redemption arc, which in theory could have worked. And most importantly, it doesn't require you to explain your past every 5 seconds. But the problem is, a new job doesn't uninstall old behavior.
A Mexican beef chicken stew. All right, so right here I got some Spanish rice. I got some chili with beans, and I got some chicken breast. So this is a Mexican beef chicken stew. All right, I got the rice warmed up. I'm about to stir up this chili and the chicken with some pepper, with a little bit of pepper. I don't like pepper, but I'm gonna put a little bit and a lot of bit of salt. And this about to be bussin'. Ooh, yeah, this right here looks like it's bussin'. Oh, yes, I'm finna bust this down. This shit right here bussin'. This ain't just bustin'. This is fucking bustin'. Oh yeah, this right here. This right here is how you eat when you a truck driver. You feel me? This is from Italy. I'm just Y'all not eating like this, man. Y'all not eating like this. Look, you want some of this? You ain't getting none of this.
So Lamar's trucking era quickly turned into the same old flexing, just with a steering wheel this time. He'd post videos bragging about his lifestyle, showing off a galaxy-wrapped Corvette like it was a Nobel Prize, telling viewers they don't live like this, while cooking meals in the truck that looked like they were assembled during a power outage. It was the same arrogance, just with diesel fumes, and the internet didn't forget, at all. If anything, people became more aware. His comment sections turned into reminders of his past. Subtle at first, then not subtle at all. References, numbers, inside jokes that weren't really jokes. It was clear that for a lot of viewers, this wasn't some comeback story. It was a case study in how someone can outrun consequences without ever escaping their reputation. What really seals it is that none of the behavior felt reflective. There was no acknowledgement, no attempt to address what happened in a meaningful way. Just deflection, flexing, and pretending the past was some kind of misunderstood DLC pack that didn't count towards the main game. And this is where the story stops being about one guy and starts being about the internet itself. Because Lamar didn't become who he was in a vacuum. He was enabled by attention, shared ironically, boosted because people thought it was funny. And when things started to feel off, a lot of people still watched, just to see what he'd do next. Which is how internet fame quietly turns into a shield. The scariest part of this whole thing isn't even Lamar specifically. It's how long someone can be treated like a joke while doing genuinely harmful things just because they're entertaining enough to keep clicks coming in.